I paused before a job interview and I thought, why does this feel like grief? This is a story of how I decided to turn my back on tech and start my journey into becoming a sewing machine repair technician. I was 8 months deep into being laid off from what many would call a dream job in tech. After being away from that world for the first time since I was 21 years old, I realized just how deeply burned out I was. I knew I craved something different, but I had a new baby, a new mortgage. I told myself I could do this. I could take one more job for 10 years. I couldn't bear the thought of 20, but I thought if I could do it for 10 years, save every penny and maybe retire early, and then I can have the life I want. Then I can live on my own terms and take off that mask. And then I looked at my daughter who was just still learning to walk, and I thought about the sacrifice she would be making of having a mom who was burned out and struggled to be present for what? To build a billionaire's bottom line, to work for another corporation whose values shifted with the wind, for a title I didn't care about. Then came the final interview. I had the experience, I knew what they wanted to hear. And I remember preparing and having a moment where I looked in the mirror and I thought to myself, do I actually want this job? Like, what would that moment be like if they extended me an offer? And I felt that dread sort of rise up and grip me and my stomach tighten. And that was it. My body was literally telling me, we cannot do this anymore. We cannot go back. That was the moment where I gave myself permission to stop chasing a life that no longer worked for me and to forge a new path, to do something that allowed me to live more authentically me and have the freedom that I really craved. How we got from that moment to me deciding to dedicate my life to sewing machine repair, I'll save that story for next time.